Another perspective. We need another perspective, y'all, because I can't. I just can't. I can't. I don't understand. Like, I just don't. I just don't. Like, I don't. I cannot comprehend what is going on. Like, I just can't. I can't. I can't. Like, you see how, like, at this point, I'm like a broken record because I'm just so, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. Please explain to me so I can understand. Like, explain it. Explain it. Explain it. I'm still waiting for somebody to explain it. I'm still waiting for somebody to explain it. Hey y'all, hey, what's up? I just thought I would come on here and have a quick chat with y'all because I was just on YouTube and I was watching this video. I was just scrolling through, to find something to look at while I do other things. And I seen this video where it was basically just talking about, I already had heard about Ari Fletcher buying Moneybag Yo 28.8 acres of land for his birthday. And then it went further. Basically, the video was saying that there was like this whole back and forth between the members, the cast of The Real, and Ari Fletcher. So I was just like, let me see what happened because I want to know. I want to know what y'all had to say. Because as far as I was concerned, once I heard she bought the land, I was just like, that's dumb. He's not your husband. So I was watching the video and I'm listening to what they were saying on The Real, and they're just like basically, some of them was 50-50. Some of them was saying the same thing, like, that's not your husband. Like, why would you spend that kind of money on not your husband? And Jeannie Mai made a point where she was just like, what does it matter how much she spent? Because either way, she would have spent that on like cars or jewelry or whatever else. And it has been attested that she's already bought him 2 cars in their relationship. And she has also bought him jewelry before. And so on and so forth. Now, check this, right? Ari Fletcher proceeds to respond on Twitter. And she's just team focus on yourself. Worry about you and your relationships. Find you your husband to build generational wealth with. And that's where I was just like, nah, bro, I gotta talk about this. No. Stop treating y'all boyfriends like they your husband. Like, she really commented and responded like she's married to this man. Y'all not married. You're dating. Okay? Until you put a ring on it, y'all walk down the aisle, say I do, and sign on the dotted line, y'all are still just dating. All right? And you over here talking about building generational wealth. You have no rights to this wealth that you just bought and gave to him. So yes, right? Everybody wants to say, oh, what's the issue with the amount? What's the issue with the amount? Because the person who I watched the video from did, in fact, do the research. They went out their way to find out how much an acre of land cost where she bought it, which is, it was like 14,001 something. So she did the math based on how much the 28 acres would have been, right? So it came out to like 414,000 and a few extra dollars after that, right? So she's like, yeah, on some real shit, Jeannie Mai was right. Like, she would have just spent the same amount of money on jewelry or a car. Like, that's literally what she... And I agree. She would have spent that money regardless. But here's why I feel like she messed up. Buy the jewelry. Buy the car. You can afford to do that. By all means, have fun. But let's say y'all break up 2 months from now. 5 years from now, he decides, you know what? I don't want to do nothing with this land anymore. I'm going to sell it. Now, all of a sudden, he's getting back $3.3 million for this land because in that time frame, the land has appreciated in value, right? I'll let you in on a little secret, Ari. You have no rights to that money. Okay? So where is the generational wealth that is being built? And I don't want to be shady right now, but the other reason why I'm like, yo, there was no reason to gift him that. Like, at that rate, you might as well have gift that to your baby father because at least, push come to shove, your child would have gotten access to that. Moneybag Yo, respectfully, is not the father of your child. Respectfully. Yes, you're saying he loves you, he cares for you, and he does so much that we don't know about. And by all means, I'm happy for you, right? I am. This is not for me to be hating. It's not to sound jealous, none of that. But it comes down to the fact that he's still not your husband. So this generational wealth you're claiming to be building doesn't exist, right? So because I was just like, you know what, let me not sound like a hater. Let me go look up some other people and some other celebs, you know, some of the mains that people like, some of the main women that we like to like pay attention to, you know, at the moment. So I decided, you know, let me see. I'm not gonna lie, I started with Cardi because, you know, I'm just her. We all know her and Offset spend the most, like, be spending money on each other like there's no tomorrow. We know that. And I was just like, let me go look, because I swear I've never heard of Cardi buying Offset land. No, I haven't heard of Cardi buying Offset a gift that could potentially appreciate in value outside of the house in Atlanta. But again, they bought that together. They bought that land together after they already said I do and signed on the dotted line, right? Okay. Every other gift they've given to each other has been very materialistic. I'm not gonna lie. It's been cars, jewelry, and just flat out handing each other cash, money, clothes, paying for videos, so on and so forth, right? That's their thing. That's what they like to do. But as far as a purchase that would create generational wealth, as in land, they've only done that after marriage, right? I even went to look up Nicki Minaj, okay? Because I know there's the Barbs and then there's Barty King. I know, okay? I know these are different types of people. So I was like, let me go look. Let me see. Well, but Nicki is out here gifting her booze, okay? Now she married, but you know, back before she was married, when she was still just dating, let me see what she was gifting people. It was very hard for me to find, honestly, because right now, because of the fact that, you know, she's had a child and everybody's so excited for her and she's really happy about that. That's what most of the articles and everything that I was seeing on her were about. One article that I did see was that she had bought Meek Mill a gold watch back when they were together. And he gifted her a $75,000 ring. You know, things like that. I was even looking to see like what type of gift she gives her husband, which I still didn't see that, but it did say that he bought her a Range Rover after the baby. Okay, like okay, let's really, Nicki, like, I was looking at it, Nicki really don't seem like she buying people gifts. Okay, I mean men, as far as it's concerned. Now, Barbs, if I'm wrong, please tell me. Please do, because I really do want to know. Like I truly want to know what she has gifted men in the past. Like I went to look for myself and I couldn't figure it out. So if she has gifted dudes other things, please share her with me in the comments, because I do truly want to know. All right. And I even went and looked up Jay-Z and Beyonce. I went to look up Beyonce, okay? But you know, because she's married to Jay-Z, of course they show what they gave each other. And again, still not gifts that appreciate and value outside of after they got married. After they were married, because they did list gifts that they bought each other. Jay-Z, and look at this, Jay-Z bought Beyonce an island for her birthday. Okay, he bought it, and they were already married by then when he bought that. Okay, a lot of the gifts Beyonce has gifted to Jay-Z were things like jewelry, and yeah, that's a lot of jewelry, and then cars and a private jet, and then everything else they bought together. Properties they bought together. They started investing in art together. Like things that were going to appreciate in value, they invested in together after marriage, right? So let's bring this back to Ari Fletcher, right? That's why I'm saying it doesn't make sense, and I don't feel like that gift was appropriate. I just understand what you want before you just run around just giving people stuff, right? So that's where we come back to this Ari situation. Because I'm not gonna lie, girl, the way she was posting, it's giving me you want him to be a husband, right? That's what it's giving. It's giving you feel like he's a lot better than the other men you've been with in the past, and like he's doing things that they haven't done. So you want to give him something to show him that you are wifey material, right? That you are thinking about your future. That's not your role. Ladies, that is not your role. That's not your job, okay? Because if he was thinking about the future, boo-boo, he would have got down on one knee. If y'all truly wanted to create generational wealth, he would have got down on one knee. No, because he's not my husband. He ain't get down on one knee and ask me to marry him. We ain't planned the wedding. I ain't get the dress of my dreams, the ring of my dreams. Nothing. I ain't get nothing. The venue I wanted, I didn't get nothing. So it's just like, you get nothing. Like, that's the way I see it. Oh, Deborah, you're awake. I got a real question for you. Oh, you going to the bathroom? Yeah. All right, never mind. When you come back, I'll ask you the question. Jeez. Yeah, because I want another perspective. We need another perspective, y'all, because I can't. I don't understand. Like, I just don't. Like, I don't. I can't comprehend what is going on. Like, I just can't. I can't. Like, you see how, like, at this point, I'm like a broken record because I'm just so, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. Please, explain to me so I can understand. Like, explain it. I'm still waiting for somebody to explain it. Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hold on. So let me see. Unlock your phone real quick. Ari Fletcher is dating Moneybag Yo. Ari Fletcher used to be...
That's the girl that gave him the land.
Yes.
Oh,
her.
Yeah.
She's G Herbo's baby mother? Was it G Herbo or was it the other one?
I don't know.
I think, whatever. It don't matter.
I pay that much attention.
Me neither. That don't matter. But basically...
I'm open on my... Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. But basically, she gifted him land, right? 28.8 acres of land.
She was like, what do you give somebody who has everything?
Not land.
Something to build on. Something to build generations on. Some stupidness like that.
And I'm like looking at her like, but bitch, that's not your husband. Oh my God, that's not your... But anyway, so let's get back to the point. So this conversation made it all the way to the real, right? So they were sitting on there like really talking about it, and a lot of them were saying the same thing. Like
she shouldn't have.
You shouldn't be gifting, thank you, not your husband a gift like this, right? Even to the point that Jeannie Mai ended up saying something along the lines of like, bro, she was gonna just spend that same amount of money on jewelry or cars or whatever.
So she should have.
Right? Thank you. I said the same thing, right? So the
but
person
honestly, I don't feel like you should be giving men jewelry and this and that, and they're giving them the money. Let him do what he wants to do with it. So I'm like, at the end of the day, if I gave you this money and you didn't think to go buy land with it, you're a dunce. Then I know where your head is at.
I respected just giving the money response because honestly, half the time I don't be knowing what to buy dudes, and I would really just hand you some cash. Like
I give you the money. Like honestly, I'll go out and be like, okay, like you know how I do the little gift bags. I'll do a little gift bag of all the stuff you gonna like, but it's gonna be majority money because I know you like money. Okay, so I'll give you a little roll. Oh, what's this? A tie pin with money in it? A tie rolled up with money? Like.
Nah, I felt that. So basically the person... so Jeannie Mai ended up stating that she, the same thing about the whole she would have spent it on cars or whatever. So what's the real big deal? So the girl went and looked it up. The person whose video I was watching went to look up how much an acre of land is in Memphis where she bought the land, which is like $14,000, few extra dollars per acre. She bought 28 acres. Exactly. So she did... The person I'm watching the video did the math too. So Shorty spent about roughly... $414,000 and a few extra dollars.
But I'm just like, you have a kid.
Right.
You have a baby. You have your old generational wealth to build.
Right. So the person also was like, that is the price of a car or jewelry or whatever. And apparently she has already bought him 2 other cars in this relationship. And I think some jewelry too.
So why the fuck they not married?
Thank you. Bro.
This was like...
Bro, so...
Y'all keep buying each other stuff. Here, I love you. Here, I love you. Here, I love you. Buy me a ring.
Like, buy me a wedding. Like, so...
Buy me a couple horses.
So, yeah. So, Ari ends up responding to this whole, what the real said. And she basically is along the lines of what you were saying about, like, what do you buy, man? Like, and, she's like, y'all so worried about talking about, I should have been buying him these things and this and that. But what about... Y'all not concerned about building generational wealth? Like, that's when I want to build generational wealth. That's weird. And she was basically telling them to mind their own business and to, like, find their own husbands, whatever. So
You didn't
that's
get
the
one.
part, yo, bro. That's the part when I was
You
like, I
didn't
have
get
to
one.
turn
You
the
still ain't
camera on
find no
because
husband.
y'all ain't married. That was a response that a
Exactly.
wife would give. You're not his
Exactly.
wife. He has not gotten down on one knee
hasn't asked
and
you to be.
said, babe, I love you. You
Bro,
want to spend the rest
I
of my
love
life
you.
with you.
He ain't
Not
say
only
it's
that-
the big one. He ain't say what he said? He ain't say what he said? Damn, I forgot. He ain't say that's the big one. He ain't say it's one of them. He ain't say that. It's
He
one
ain't
of
say none of
them.
that.
He ain't say that.
And not only that, let's also add, and I said this earlier in the video, but I'm gonna tell it to you because it wasn't to throw shade at her, but your child is not his child.
That's a fact.
So either way you put it, even if y'all
You're
break
not
up,
building generational wealth.
thank you. If y'all break up tomorrow,
He don't need nothing to do with that child.
he don't have to do anything.
And your
for
child
kid.
end up homeless. He don't gotta say, hey babe, well I got this. Well, you're not even babe no more. Hey shorty, well I got some land. Do you want you and your kids to come stay on it? He don't gotta say
No, he don't gotta say none of that. I even said, I'm like, bro, like I said, if y'all break up tomorrow and 5 years from now he decides he don't want the land and he all of a sudden sells it and gets 3.3 mil back from it, you don't get a thing.
And you're fucking
a thing, not a thing.
Mind you, if y'all break up and it's like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna sell the land, or I'm gonna gift the land to my new wife. Now you're gonna be butthurt as hell.
Super butthurt, okay?
You're hurt as
You're
hell.
gonna be mad. Not only that, I'm like, yo, at that rate, if we don't just gift away land to men who don't deserve it, you might as well have given it to your baby father. Because at the end of the day, at least push come to shove, your child would have had access to it. Push come to shove. That's what I'm gonna say, right? If we gonna build generational wealth, do it with the person you create.
Oh no, but he acts like my baby's dad, and he bought him ice cream once.
Bro, that's basically what she was saying. She's just like, y'all don't know what he's done for me financially, how he loves my son. I said, bro, if he really cared about you, he would have said, I do.
She was talking about that one time when he went to that one baseball game and he picked him up and spun him around and then put him down. It was like, good job, kid. And walked away with all the security. That's what she was talking about. That one time, bro.
I felt
She was just like,
I felt that, bro. I really felt that. And honestly, I'm also going to add, I feel like y'all ain't learned from Sierra. All right? Y'all ain't learned. Sierra put y'all onto game and said, stop treating these men like husbands. Stop giving them babies. And the day she stopped doing that, she found the real one. Right? Yeah. Not only that, I even went so far, I decided to start looking, because, you know, Cardi and Offset spend a lot of money on each other. So I went out of my way to start figuring out what they buy each other, because I'm just like, I need to see. Am I tweaking, or are y'all really just giving people the wrong people gifts, right? So
I think they're just stupid.
They are stupid. But Cardi and Offset, mind you, spend a lot of money on each other. Most of the gifts they give each other, exactly, they're married. But even before that, most of the gifts they give each other was jewelry, cars, and flat out just handing each other cash. The only purchase that they have done so far, for as far as would be considered building generational wealth, was buying the land in Atlanta and building their house on it, and they did that together after they were
married.
Okay then. That's wild. I even went so far to look up Nicki, because, you know, can leave the barbs out, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything because of the fact that she recently had a child, so it's mostly focused around
couldn't
that.
find anything because of the fact that
not only just that, right? And I was going to add that too. I couldn't find it because I'm pretty sure she's giving me she don't buy men gifts.
And he ain't spending no money. What money he spending? Hers.
No, but wait. I was definitely gonna get on that too. Because the only
babe, I bought you a ring with your money. I bought you a ring with your money.
I bought you a ring. She's like, how much did that cost?
I bought me a wing. Babe, it's a gift from me. Don't worry about how much did it cost.
You know what? Don't worry. I'll check the accounts.
Fact, I'll check my account. I don't know why the hell I don't know why the hell this man just keep thinking he could touch my money. Yo, nigga be watching this week, bro. I don't know why in the hell.
So basically, there was one report that she had bought Meek when they were together a gold watch, right?
I don't
but
know that's a lie.
I don't know. I'm sure it's possible. She probably bought it for his birthday. Yeah, she did like him. I really thought she looked like she wanted to marry him, everything. But like he would, they was on some fuck shit. He was playing. Like I'm not gonna lie. Originally, when everybody was like, "Oh, Meek was just dating her for clout," I was like, "Nah, I'm not buying it." But now, with the way you on social media coming for her neck, and you got a whole other bitch who was pregnant, you was with her for clout. But
nah. Honestly, with that, I feel like you loved her, and you hate that she with a new dude. You hate that she found happiness and got a baby and all this. Like, you can't stand the fact that it's not with you.
That's also possible.
That's what I get it from. Like, I don't get, like, when a dude, I feel like dudes don't like something, I feel like they just don't speak on it. Like, they stay away from it. They're just like, I'm gonna. But feel me? When they hate something, when it's like, oh, this bitch was happy? How could she? How could she become happy after me? Yeah. That right there.
Exactly. But yeah, so they're also saying that he bought her $75,000 ring. And I'm just like, they didn't put a price on that watch. All they said it was a gold watch, and let's be real.
She got it from the Ave. She got it from the Cubs. She said, this one's close to my heart. I brought it back from Queens. Okay.
Imagine one of them days when she came out here just to visit and get like everything that she liked. She hit the Ave like,
that's kind of
Meek would like this.
Meek would like that. And from Queens, my hometown.
Facts. But yeah, it also never said anything that I even went so far as to type in her husband's name, look him up, and see everything that she possibly bought him. It says that he bought her a Range Rover or something like that, or Rolls Royce.
Range Rover or Rolls Royce.
Don't do that, okay? Because I did tell them I don't like who she chose, but if she like it, I love it.
Nah,
I'm gonna sip my tea.
Girl, you crazy as hell. Okay?
Super. I would not have chose him. But
people know.
Yeah. But I also did
not even because of his circumstances and all this shit behind him. I just look at him and be like, hell no.
He's a hell no for me.
Hell no. You couldn't get a dark-skinned king? Not Meek, but somebody else? Like,
it's funny. It's not even his complexion for me. It's just it's the circumstances
for me.
It's the circumstances surrounding them getting back together for me. It just, a lot of it just seemed too opportunistic on his side. Everybody else wants to be like, no, they were together back in the day when they was young.
Back in the day.
I know somebody who kind of, she was putting me onto some tea. But I was just like,
when you're younger, you choose the right one.
No, you're right, and that's probably why she was just like, know what, he was there because she said it. He was there with me before the money, before everything, before I wanted to be the rapper, before all that.
You see how she changed. She changed a lot, and then she started reverting back to old Cardi.
Old Nicki,
old Nicki, facts. And I was just like, bro. I was seeing this shit.
We're going to bring it all the way back full circle to what we was talking about in the beginning, which is stop giving dudes who are not your husband privileges. Period. Simple. And these are the reasons why.
Husband privileges, babies, don't cook for them. Don't do nothing.
Don't clean for them, nothing.
What's her name?
Nothing.
Judge.
Shorty. I forgot her name too.
Not Judy. Not Judge Mathis. That's the dude.
Dang, what's her name?
The lady, the black lady, you know who I'm talking about with the short hair and you do marriage and divorce court? You taught me. She did not cook a meal for her husband until the week after they were married.
A week? She said she didn't cook, she didn't clean nothing. A whole week after I'm here like, you know what, me and my husband, we gonna say I do whatever, cool.
I'm sitting here like, I might make you a little something to go to work with, honey. Nope.
Not making you
some Lunchables. I'll get you some Uber Eats money.
Facts.
I got money. I'll get you some Uber Eats money.
I thought about you today, babe.
I thought about you. Hey, babe,
here's $10. Go get some tea.
Hey, I sent you some chips. What you talking about? I sent you $25 for some chips.
Facts. I thought about you because I love you.
Period.
I care.
Care.
Nah, but on some real shit, like, I really be... Because even before she even said that, like, I had described that to you earlier. I told y'all I've never deliberately cooked for a man. And then I told y'all when a man has tasted my cooking, and that was because I was cooking for my family, and he happened to be here. And I asked him if he wanted food, and he ate the food. But, shoot, after I heard after I heard her say that, I was just like, you're not even going to get an opportunity to taste my food then. Like, you wouldn't even be allowed to taste my food then. We going to wait till I say I do. I need that ring first.
Dang, there's really no service down here.
Nah, facts. It was acting wild.
I was just looking to see if I see anything.
The video? It's like, what I realized is if you upstairs and you start the video and then you come down, it will play. But like, you looking for it down here.
It's over.
Out of luck. But yeah, guys.
It's cool.
Sheesh. But yeah, this was actually a lot longer than I had planned it to be.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll take a nap when I get up.
But I'm gonna sip my tea. But yeah, like I was saying, this video went way longer than it was supposed to. way past things that it was supposed to be about. I'll probably just cut out these parts and just throw it into the other video about jobs at some point. But thank yous for staying tuned, right? If y'all just dating, if he hasn't put in the title on it, until he gets down on one knee.
One more time.
Yeah, come. Till he gets down on one knee and says, I
say
do.
Say it with me. Fuck that nigga. I mean, I'm sorry. We can't say that on YouTube. Forget that young man.
Forget
that young man.
Your husband's around the corner. Stop wasting your time.
His I'm not ready is somebody else's. She's exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly. I see that on Instagram. I was
Me too. I seen it earlier today too. Like that. But yeah, guys, like on some realness, like they said, even men start listening to male content creators. Okay, facts. Even they'll tell
not you.
Not all of them, because some of them. Honestly, listen to all of them. But this is why I'm gonna say listen. Exactly. That's why I'm gonna say listen to all of them, because they'll. Bro, the Kevin Samuels and the Jerry Jacksons of the world, y'all should have been listening to them more. Because on some realness, anytime I hear a man step up to me and start talking like that, I'm like,
oh no.
I gotta go. I got to go. All right? All them woke brothers you be watching on here, as soon as I see them in real life, I gotta go. Okay? Because they not as woke as they act. They want to be all like, hey, queen, until you start acting like a queen, then all of a sudden you Felicia. All right? Real story. That's a real story.
Why this bitch acting all bougie?
That's a real story, because that actually happened to me one time. And I was just like, boy, bye. Like, first of all, I didn't even want to talk to you in the first place. I was bored.
If you really want to talk about it.
But we're going to sip our tea.
That's not nice. You're not supposed to tell people that.
You're not supposed to, but it's the truth. Anyway, like we were saying, Forget him. Just forget him. You don't got time to waste. Our clocks is ticking. If you want children, that is. Okay? If you don't want kids.
No. Do not stress about a biological clock.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. This is what the reason I'm gonna say that is this, right? Because there are ways for you to still have children later on if you want to. You just gonna have to take them steps. As far as I'm concerned, as women, okay, you have to take that into consideration if you do or do not want children.
Yeah, but I'm saying, don't sit there and go, oh, well, I have to have kids, so I have to find a man now.
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. Yeah. I'm not telling you that you need to find a man to have children. That's not what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm going to clear that up right here, right now, right? You do. I feel like the way that it's being pushed on us that you should have children, you need a man. No, that's not healthy. When I say you need to think about the fact that whether or not you do or don't want children in the long run is for this specific reason. If you do want children in the long run, what kind of life do you want them to have? What kind of life do you want to give them? What type of partner do you want to give this life to them with? Like, that's why I'm saying this. And so it's like...
No. They baby daddy gonna be fine. 6 kids in the project's fine. What you mean?
Listen.
6 kids, 6 different baby daddies. 6 kids, 6 different baby daddies. That's fine. One not here, the other one here. They gonna always have a father figure.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I've known a lot. But hold up, I think I'm late for therapy. What time is it? Oh yeah, I'm late for therapy, y'all. I gotta go. I got to go.
I agree with both of y'all, really, reality, because I do agree with everybody know I'm single unless I'm married, all right? So you definitely need to get married. That's your insurance on for a woman. And a man, we just got to know and analyze exactly who we invest in our time to. So if a man don't, and I'm a firm believer of this, if a man don't marry you, which means he's showing you how much he's willing to invest into you. Period. So and now investments for us is kind of a little easy, as what my boy was saying, Rico was saying this, because really, if you were just talking about investing in financial aspect, you don't got to be my wife for me to invest into you. Let's just be clear here, right? But however, if we are together and we trying to, I think a woman's security is marriage. You have to get married.